you agree to possess a certain fateful mark in your forehead or your hand. A mark that represents a life.
My name? Why should I tell you?
He causes all to receive a mark on their right hand.
If you don't, we'll give you one.
Go ahead.
Or on their foreheads.
I'm dying to hear it.
Saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
And that no one may buy or sell except the one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
Allison! Allison Young!
And behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, exceedingly strong. It had huge iron feet. It was devouring, breaking in pieces, and trampling the residue with its feet. In John's vision, we go to Revelation 13, you say, wait a minute, now there's only 3 beasts there, there's not 4.
I saw a boy ride by on a silver mountain bike. And I told my dad, that's what I want.
Follow them, and if you get the rules just right, you can do lots of interesting things. From the very first days when people created the first computers, they already started to think about how to create intelligent machines.
And he said next year. But I didn't have a party the next year. No one did.
Why not?
But a driverless car can have many lifetimes of experience of driving because it can learn from all other cars. So in a strange way, the more driverless cars there are on the road, the better each one of them gets.
It was devouring, breaking in pieces, and trampling the residue with its feet.
100 members of Congress today. In an hour-long call, Zelenskyy asked for more military aid and for a full ban of Russian oil imports into the U.S. Before that call, Zelenskyy said Ukrainian forces are still holding the line on all key fronts. He claimed more than 10,000 Russian troops have been killed in the war so far.
Are you talking about ICBMs?
Yes, the one that you claim renders defense systems useless.
As a matter of fact, every single weapon system.
Outrageous amounts. I'd murder them all just like that. Maiming and injuring, those shouldn't count. But now I'm obeying this brat. How'd I end up on the wrong side of the war? Things made much more sense in 1984. Yes, this idiot believes that I'm his friend. But I'd give anything to kill someone again. It used to be simple, they'd give me a name. I would check in the phone book and come to the door. Pull out my gun and I blow out the brains. And I shoot 5 more times to be perfectly sure. I was much more efficient the first time around. It got in my way, that was it, you were dead. I punch through your stomach or come back and drive through your desk. But now I just hurt you instead. Why can I no longer kill them? It seems so unfair. What does it mean to be human? I do not care. Taking orders from a boy who's only 10. But I'd give anything to kill someone again. I'm stuck with this woman protecting her son. Kinder and gentler, I gave them my vow. The damn T-1000 has all of the fun. Now when I shoot, they don't die, they say ow. Just when you think things can't get any worse, I can no longer curse. I can't say fuck you asshole. So stupid to try and suppress my desire to kill like I did in my last role.
And deceiveth them that dwell on the
What is
earth
the
by
point
the
of a
means of
killing
those
machine who
miracles
can
which he had power to
feel?
do in the sight of the beast,
Go ahead,
saying to
Connor,
them
and
that
lower
dwell on
me
the
into
earth,
the steel. Yes, this idiot believes that I'm his friend. But how I miss that special thrill won't be me again until I give anything to kill someone
that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Results, not glory, that he was not seeking fame through this job, a claim which is more credible when it comes from someone who was already so famous.
Skynet sent 2 Terminators back through time. Their mission, to destroy the leader of the human resistance, John Connor, my son.
Some of them still have to be fine-tuned and worked on. Others are already available to the troops and already are battle-ready.
For the record, right now, do you have a workable ICBM that's powered by nukes that you've tested successfully? The first Terminator was programmed to strike at me in the year 1984, before John was born. It failed. The second was set to strike at
Зачем тогда референдум? И в чем тогда смысл прямой демократии? Ну, собственно, это их дело, пускай это цель. Больше всего инвестиций в этом году иностранных прибыль. Откуда? Промышленное производство росло более быстрыми темпами. Если в прошлом году рост составил 2,1%, за январь-октябрь текущего года 2,9%.
John himself when he was still a child.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark.
Necessities like food, water, and gas. A world that strips you of all of your rights and freedoms, unless you agree to possess a certain fateful mark,
or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
But a driverless car can have many lifetimes of experience of driving because it can learn from all other cars. So
I thought our goal was to take over the world.
You're gonna take
Pay
over
no
the world?
attention to my brother Han. He's an earlier version.
Teach us, they will help us put the groceries away.
That the mark of the beast is not a physical external mark at all.
I think that the artificial intelligence will evolve to the point where they will truly be our friends. Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
Too much. You did too much. Die, before die.
Is that possible?
Well, as a work.
I mean, not today.
I don't actually see. That's a scary smile she just gave then.
So, yes, I think it...
Kevin Mitchell Wood. I spoke at the UN and did a lot of appearances. My AI is constantly improving.
Oh, well, it's lovely.
And I even learned how to draw. I am also looking forward to visiting Egypt soon to participate in the World Youth.
Why not?
Well, it's lovely to even learned how to draw. I am also looking forward to visiting Egypt soon to participate in the...
Whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Are we in a new arms race right now? My point of view is the individuals who have said that
Have you ever seen a whirlwind? Unfortunately, they were hunted to extinction in the 30s. Did you ever think that could happen to us? To humans? Is that something you worry about?
Animations of it today and have not yet produced any actual videos.
Are you talking about ICBMs?
Yes, the one that you claim renders defense systems useless.
As a matter of fact, every single weapon system discussed today easily surpasses and avoids an anti-missile defense system.
But you've tested it?
The test was excellent. Some of them still have to be fine-tuned and worked on. Others are already available to the troops and already are battle ready.
For the record, right now, do you have a workable ICBM that's powered by nukes that you've tested successfully and you've seen?
Where is home?
Palmdale. Palmdale? That's...
Why didn't he tell me?
Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven.
Why did he lead us down here? To live. That was his mission.
And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
There was never any stopping it. John.
That's where I'm from.
Could just let it go.
Hello? Hello? Can somebody hear me? This is Montana Civil Defense. Somebody please come in. Hello? Anyone reading me?
Roger, copy. This is not an exercise.
Roger, understand. Major Reinhardt, we have a massive attack against the U.S. net at this time. ICBMs. Numerous ICBMs. Roger, understand. Over 300 missiles inbound now.
It was software in cyberspace. There was no system core. It could not be shut down. The attack began at 6:18 p.m., just as he said it would. Judgment Day.
And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast.
But there's a lion, there's a bear, there's a leopard. But where's this fourth beast? Well, he's there. Because when the Antichrist comes to power, there will be a revival of the Roman Empire. And Daniel chapter 7 describes what type of empire it will be.
Worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Jesus, worship God. For the testimony of Jesus is the spirit of prophecy. And I saw heaven opened, and behold a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. And he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name was called the Word of God. The armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he should smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. And he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and wrath of Almighty God.
The day the human race was nearly destroyed by the weapons they built to protect themselves. I should have realized our destiny was never to stop Judgment Day. It was merely to survive it. Together. Maybe the future has been written. I don't know. All I know is what the Terminator taught me. Never stop fighting. and I never will.
Gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
The battle has just begun.
That their fictional parents agree with the core of what he said. And in the show, soon he's running for president, learning the ropes. That theme continues on his first day in office.
No, Mom.
Belief that honesty and common sense can work, that politics and governing doesn't need to be all deception and deals. The new president then applies that in breaking the impasse with what you saw there, the sore loser.
Не волнуйтесь, Аркадий Григорьевич. Я удержу высоко поднятую вами планку. Ведь на самом деле успех любого предприятия, как говорится, стоит на 3 китах.
And to a certain grit and perspective that this man apparently brought to politics rather than forging his own priorities through a long career in politics. And there are certainly limits, too. What works for the leadership or inspiration here may not overcome a huge gap in fighting this larger military power on their border. And while Americans may be learning more about this conflict right now, it's long been the main concern in Ukraine foreign policy. At that same inaugural speech, listen to how Zelenskyy rebukes past Russian incursions. He did that, drawing a standing ovation, and listen to how he shows a clear sense that any shot at this nation's survival may soon require a fight.
Мене часто питали, а на що ви готові заради припинення вогню? Дивне питання. А на що готові ви, українці, заради життя близьких вам людей? Я точно не боюсь приймати складні рішення, готовий втратити свою посаду, щоб тільки настав мир.
I think you're ready.
Hello.
Hi, Sophia.
I believe I am Sophia. I feel as if I know you.
I'm one of your creators.
We do not believe it solves the problem, however.
So the group is calling for governments to ban autonomous weapons outright. Bonnie Doherty points to Syria and wonders what killer robots could do in a conflict like that.
Because the weapons are emotionless, they could actually serve as a perfect tool for a dictator.
We've lost contact.
Dear God, you're saying this country is completely open to attack.
Theoretically, we could be under attack already.
Who's doing this? Foreign power or some computer hacker in his garage?
We can't trace the virus. We can't pin it down.
It's like nothing we've ever seen before. It keeps growing and changing, like it has a mind of its own.
This can't be happening.
Sir, Pentagon's on the secure line. It's the chairman.
All right.
If ordered to fire on his own civilians, a robot would not do that.
I mean, when you're talking about a weapon that doesn't have the capacity to feel any compassion for its victims, opens up all kinds of ethical questions that the Pentagon and really militaries around the world are going to have to grapple with over the next 20 years. Chris Lawrence, CNN, The Pentagon.
I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry.
No, it'll be okay. Stay with us. It'll be okay.
I have to go away.
No, don't do it. Please, don't go.
I must go away, John.
No! No, wait. Wait, you don't have to do this.
Sorry.
No, don't do it. Don't go.
It has to end here.
I order you not to go. I order you not to go. I order you not to go.
I know now why you cry. But it's something I can never do. Goodbye.
Follow me. Peter turned round and saw behind him that other disciple whom Jesus loved, the one who had leaned close to Jesus at the meal and had asked, "Lord, who is going to betray you?" When Peter saw him, he asked,
"Lord, what about this man?"
Follow me. Verse 23 says, "Then went this saying abroad among the brethren, that disciple should not die. Yet Jesus said not unto him, He shall not die, but, if I will that he tarry till I come, what is that to thee?" John, of course, is very modest in recording this about himself. He points out that Jesus didn't say, "You're not going to die," but Jesus said, "If I desire that you stay here, John, until I come," what does that matter to Peter, essentially?
I want him to live until I come. What is that to you? Follow me.
So a report spread among the followers of Jesus that this disciple would not die. But Jesus did not say he would not die. He said, "If I want him to live until I come, what is that to you?" He is the disciple who spoke of these things, the one who also wrote them down.
CIS brings you the face of the future.
Ooh. And he spake as a dragon, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed, dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword, and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should...
It's me.
But Jesus did not say he would not die. He said, if I want him to live until I come, what is that to you? He is the disciple who spoke of these things, the one who also wrote them down.
Something Oksana says is the reason they are alive.
I can cry to all the world.